and welcome to You Write, the podcast where creativity meets community.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Matt.
Each week on You Write, we challenge our listeners to write a story in just 30 minutes, using 3 of 5 randomly generated words.
It's a fun and fast-paced exercise to spark your imagination and get those creative juices flowing.
We'll read your submissions, offer feedback, and discuss the unique twists and turns of each story.
So whether you're an aspiring author or just love a good tale, You Write is your place to explore the endless possibilities of storytelling.
So grab you a slice of chocolate bread, get comfy, and let's dive into this week's stories.
And remember, the only limit is your imagination and about 30 minutes. So let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just got in off the dusty trail.
Off the trail.
From Houston.
Houston, yes.
Houston.
I was deep within the caverns of Houston. Yes.
It is cavernous.
It is cavernous.
Mm.
Can be. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Is said to be, can be said to be.
How is that? How long a drive is that?
8 hours.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
That's so not short.
Well, to me, it kind of is, to be honest. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know.
It's really not short.
Well, here's the thing. Having grown up doing 20-hour drives to Georgia, 8 hours is a lot shorter than 20 hours.
Less than half even. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like medium.
Medium drive?
It's a medium drive. I would call Dallas a short drive.
Yeah, it's not bad. 5,
maximum 6 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you've got to go to the other side with traffic in your way.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was great. And I just got back last night and I just now ate a piece of chocolate bread.
Mm-hmm. Homemade, made this morning.
Homemade, which Kim made.
Uh-huh.
And it was delicious.
It is delicious.
So yummy. It's like, imagine just a loaf of homemade bread, but chocolate flavored.
Yeah, like French bread, nice crunchy outside.
Yeah. Very good. Very well made.
Mm-hmm.
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 Loved that shit.
Man, she has been on a bread baking spree for like 2 months.
She's honing the craft.
Oh, I think it's not, she's not honing anymore. She has honed. Now she's just showing off.
It's awesome.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have fresh homemade bread for sandwiches throughout the week for my lunch. And it's just like, this is the dream.
Kim is a trad wife.
She
is.
Yeah.
Now all she needs is just like start a channel, like a YouTube channel where she's showing off her domestic skills.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What would the name of that channel be? We got to workshop this right now.
Okay. Life with Kim K.
Life with Kimmy K.
Life with Kimmy K.
Or baking with Kimmy K.
Yeah. Baking with Kimmy K. No, domesticity with Kimmy K.
Ooh, domesticity with Kimmy K. And portmanteau.
Okay. Portmanteau.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah. Mexican. Yeah, Demexican. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
TM.
Yeah, TM.
All that was said. Yep.
Okay. In other news, though, there was an animal in my house last night, but I don't know which type.
Oh, that's upsetting.
I know. So me and my cats were sitting in the living room, and there was a rustle and a hiss. Yeah, a rustle and a hiss. And I thought, I don't know, I was just imagining things. But then I noticed that we all looked sideways, like me and the cats. It was coming from the kitchen. Yeah.
Okay.
And we all sat there in silence with our ears back, listening.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another rustle and a kind of maybe not a scamper, but there were some steps taken.
Like a scurry.
Yeah. Maybe. And then I went it sounded like it was coming from the cabinet under the sink.
Mm-hmm.
I went there, I opened the cabinet, there was nothing in there. And then I closed it and just squatted by the cabinet for a while. And I kept hearing noises.
Did you open the cabinet?
Again, yes.
Okay. And so you just couldn't see anything.
No.
It could be, there's like what's it called? It's like the footer for your cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a space below your cabinets between the
Mm-hmm.
floor and the cabinets.
Mm.
And if there's a hole in the bottom of like where the toe kick of your cabinets is, then stuff can get under there. Probably a meowsy meows.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Kind of a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe a possum. That's too big.
That's a huge rodent. I don't know, but it sounded pretty girthy.
Especially if you heard a hiss.
Yes, I heard a hiss. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you know where candy corn is, right?
Well, no, that's the thing.
Okay.
Well, he's in the library. As far as I know, he should be in there.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's in there. But I left a mouse out for him like 2 days before I left for Houston, and he still hadn't eaten it, which is normal. But then I just left it there. I was like, oh, great. It's going to smell like death whenever I get back. But I still left it there. And then I came back last night and it was gone. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I think that candy corn has eaten, or there's been these huge winged ants.
Oh, great.
Yep. And I was like, either that or they carried off the mouse.
That's horrifying.
It's horrifying.
You just see a dead mouse flying away. Good God.
That would be horrifying. Yeah, but
it's
anyway.
Apocalyptic as shit.
I know. Yeah, there's some weird shit happening in my house these days. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could never.
You can never what?
Deal with flying ants carrying off a mouse.
Yeah.
I could never.
But I feel like they would have dropped it.
I would burn it all down.
I feel like they would have dropped it somewhere. Like, where do you go with that? They're coming in through cracks. So if they're carrying a mouse.
So they had to like disassemble it.
They would have had to.
And then carry it away.
Which I just don't think
worse.
I just don't think there was enough time in the like 3 nights that I was gone. I don't think that's enough time for them to have disassembled and disposed of a mouse.
I don't know, man. Ants are crazy.
They are pretty crazy, though.
Yeah. Well, in the perfect world, your snake candy corn ate the mouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe that he did.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
He's the bestest boy.
He is. And then that's happened before where I left a mouse and then it was gone and I still didn't see candy corn. But then I saw snake poop on my journal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here's a little treat for you.
Right. And so I was like, okay, candy corn definitely ate the mouse.
Well, good.
Anyway, yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's...
You know what else is exciting?
Oh, our stories.
Our stories?
I know.
Hey, yeah.
Yes.
So who did we decide to read this week?
I do believe that we decided to read our very own RichiePozier.
Richie. Hey, Richie.
Hey, Richie.
So this is A Change in Leadership by RichiePozier. The orchestra was nearly finished tuning. I could hear the cacophony quiet as I opened the door and headed into the room where the governor was spending his final day on Earth. He was turned away from me as I stepped into the room as quietly as I could. Elgar's cello in E minor began to swell and fill the air around me as I watched the scene unfold in front of me in the dimly lit room. The governor was in a drug-fueled bliss at the far end. Rows of fine white lay neatly across the bare stomach of his paramour as they kissed with abandon. I knew his wife, knew how devoted she was, knew how hard she would take it if her husband's indiscretions were to come to light. So I waited. I watched from the shadows as he snorted and sucked. The cello swelled in anticipation, as though it knew what was about to take place. The woman stood and clothed herself, then kissed him on the cheek before crossing the room and strode out, closing the door behind her. I stepped out from behind the instrument cases that I had used to conceal myself and approached the governor. He had hurt so many people with his lies, with his evil and corruption. There would be no more. Before he could register the speed of my presence, I threw my arms over his head and pulled the garrote tight around his fat neck and braced, joining the ends behind his head and crossing my hands firmly against my chest to keep him from getting his fingers between the string and his airway. He struggled and was heard by no one. The cello wept and cried its last as I turned and made my way out and towards the exit where the waning sun began to cast long shadows across the pavement.
Excellent.
Excellent, Richie.
Good, Richie. Okay, I have a few thoughts. First of all,
Yeah.
this immediately, somehow for some reason, evoked thoughts of the bad guy in Hunger Games. What is that guy called?
Snow?
Snow. Yeah.
Maybe because like the cocaine implication. I don't know.
And just, I don't know why, but that's like immediately what I thought of was just, but although there's nothing, I don't remember anything sexual about Snow.
No, if anything, he was very like
asexual,
like laced up.
Yeah. But okay, so that's just kind of like, obviously we have a kind of a vigilante justice. We have like a corrupt politician or whatever. But also one of the first things that came to mind was, how is she keeping the cocaine lines neat as she is kissing with abandon?
Good question.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe it's a thing of positioning.
Yeah.
And maybe only the governor kisses with abandon, and maybe she's just there, very still.
Maybe.
Yeah. I like how there's the backdrop of this orchestra is used to really just kind of set the scene. Also, are you familiar with Elgar's cello concerto in E minor? It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Elgar is one of my favorites, anyways. But being familiar with the song, that's a great backdrop for this story. So
nice.
If you ever get a chance, just like drag it up and listen to it while you're reading it, and it really does. It lands well. Okay. And I think I even know that I feel like Richie may have been listening to it while writing because that swell that he talks about, it's perfect. It fits perfectly for.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Great piece, great backdrop. And I like how you use the prompt to set us up moving into that piece.
Into a piece. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Very cool. Yeah. Okay. So this is also kind of an interesting, it's kind of like an interesting stage that Richie has set here, because it's like, I feel like usually when there's just some like random assassin who's come to like take vigilante justice on a corrupt person, they don't have like a relationship with the family, you know? But this assassin seems to have some, love for the wife of the governor.
Yeah, some history, if nothing. Yeah.
Some like, oh, I don't want her to be sad kind of feelings.
Yeah. And maybe somebody who is just close in general, like maybe a part of the inner circle or inner workings of this politician and his because that is a complicating factor. It's not just some rando.
Yeah.
This is somebody close. And that makes sense, because in an environment like this, it would probably be difficult to get this close in the first place unless you knew the governor.
Yeah.
And so maybe like they were invited to this same showing. And interesting.
And I also want to know like what cases, like I knew his wife, how devoted she was, knew how hard she would take it if her husband's indiscretions were to come to light. So I waited. Okay, so I want to know, what about the waiting causes her not to know? Is it that if this killer didn't wait, they would have to kill the paramour as well? And then everybody would know, oh, he was caught in there with his lover. You know?
Maybe doing it this way allows them to find him in this state. And that's the bigger scandal, that he was murdered, not that he was caught.
Yeah.
Cheating and doing drugs and whatever else. So so maybe that was a means of sparing the wife by making well, first of all, by making sure he never does this again, one, and two, making the bigger scandal that he's dead, not that he was caught. Yeah. Best guess.
And I also just kept going to like, I wonder what state of dress the governor is in by the time he gets murdered. Like, has he put his clothes back on? Does he still have a boner?
Because that would be that would imply indiscretion.
Yeah, but I mean, presumably the boner would go down as he was getting murdered.
Presumably.
Not necessarily.
I really don't know.
He might get off on that kind of thing.
I mean, maybe. Maybe.
I don't know.
It does say that the woman stood and clothed herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't really get any idea. I guess we could infer that he was in a state of dress.
Yeah. And also I get the feeling that because the woman, this whole thing went down and then the woman stood and clothed herself, then kissed him on the cheek before leaving, makes me think she's probably a prostitute of some kind.
Yeah. 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 I kind of get the same vibe as well. It doesn't just come out and spell that for us, but I got the same idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, this is quite the scene, and this feels like a great setup to something like a larger kind of intrigue. You could even set this up as like a hard-boiled detective thing if you wanted to. That'd be a pretty fun story. Just kind of all the details dragging to light. We get to know like the governor's wife and how good a person she is or is not, as we see based off of the murderer's perspective here, who we have no idea who that is.
Right.
We have some ideas. I think this would work great as a setup for a detective story. Yeah.
There's a lot of places you go with this for sure.
Yeah. And the setting, it's just a very, very memorable setting to get us started here.
For sure.
I dig this, man.
It's enjoyable. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Richie.
Thanks, Richie.
And up next, we have Outside by Nick to You.
Oh, yes. Okay, Nicked. I loved this story.
Oh, yeah. Like getting back into this world again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we're back in a world we were already in?
Yeah, with Badger and Sephora.
Oh, this is their world?
I kind of assume so based off of the different races of characters and that we get the skill, lesser speed.
Yeah, I saw the lesser speed thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is almost kind of like like an explanation of their world.
Yeah, or even just like an interlude to the larger story of Sephora and Badger.
Yeah, because I don't remember ever learning that this was a world where people were just randomly plucked and dropped in. Yeah. So this is kind of like explaining all the, weird creatures.
Yeah, it's very informative. And also just a bit of a diversion from everything else that we've gotten from this world. So I really liked this. And I think an interlude is a good word for it.
Okay.
Because it is separate from everything else.
Yes, it is separate for sure.
But it is certainly still a part of the larger world.
An interlude or a prequel.
Yeah. 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 Something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I really like this opening. Margaret was done with the day's work and walked back home as the last rays of light slipped away to reveal a starry sky. Very simple, but it's just a very effective opening. As soon as I started, I was like, man, I dig that.
Yeah.
No sense in over complicating it. You just get us going very well, very simply. And I really like that. And as mentioned, we get this, the walk was short, especially using lesser speed. So that was the only thing that really clued me in. Well, not the only thing, but the first thing to clue me in that we were in the same world as Badger and Sephora. Okay.
I was kind of picturing like a Star Wars, that bar scene.
Oh, the cantina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all the like weird creatures, Yes. Yes. I was kind of picturing that, but outside, of course.
Of course. Yeah. Al fresco.
Right. So I really could relate to this because I sometimes think about life as like this. Like, well, I don't know why I'm here, but I was dropped here on Earth for some reason. And so we just got to make the most of it. Like, do the best we can, like when on Earth, do as the Earthlings do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of this outside looking in perspective.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And it helps me to cope with my existence, with my existential queries, which is just like, I don't know. You know what? I don't know why I'm here, but guess what? You're here. So just, roll with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. That takes me back to over on the other podcast, Flanagan's Wake. They just finished up Midnight Mass in the ending of that. And it's all very existential. Obviously, the whole thing is dealing with some very heavy topics in general, all while being an excellent vampire story. But nonetheless, like there's a really cool way to look at the ending of that. And the whole theme is that it's all just a question. The theme is a question. There is no answer. It is just a question.
Right.
And like even the music in there ends on a half cadence, which is essentially a question. So it's all leading to this. And the last sounds that we're left with are just like the sounds of the water lapping up on the shores. Yeah. It's just these natural sounds. Utterly beautiful. So magical. But to bring it back to Nick's story here, kind of dwelling on these existential ideas and just having no solution, having no answer for it is a well-trodden theme. And it comes through very well here, especially with the kind of melancholy of Margaret. Yeah. But yeah, we get this group that's playing outside. They were loud even without speakers. They have skills, capital S skills, to enhance their performance. And some of them just had massive instruments. And we kind of dwell on this idea of orcs and ogres and the difference between them. And I really liked this. She still wasn't sure how that worked, orcs and ogres. They were sort of the same species. She tried asking some of them, but she hadn't understood their answers. There were 3 genders somehow, and she couldn't keep track of how that worked. She suspected that asking too much was rude. I really like that paragraph. It's complicating what we understand about the world. It's playing with the idea of gender normatives, and it's also painting like ignorance and trying to seek answers for things that you're ignorant about, and that kind of shame of not knowing. Yeah. And even the shame of trying to understand or asking. Yeah. So that says a lot about Margaret. Yeah. There, that she's scared to ask.
Or she's wise to not ask. She's just like trying to like play it cool, fake it till you make it, gather intel before you start sticking your foot in your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically. Yeah. So I love the fact that she magically has these language skills. That's pretty fucking cool.
That's rad. Yeah. Yeah,
that's
no
rad.
doubt. Yeah.
Amazing.
This wasn't a language issue. Whatever had deposited her in this world had also given her an understanding of one of the more common languages in this nation. Yeah. Yeah. So the idea that the language is just a skill, and a skill is something that you could just magically get in this world. Yeah. Yeah. So again, more information that we didn't have about this world that you can just obtain or attain these skills this way.
Right. And then we have Ix introduced.
Yeah. Before we get to Ix, this line, that was what outside felt like. Outside is the name of this place. Sometimes it was a haven for people who had been plucked from their homes and deposited into this world. Most of them weren't the earth she knew. So again, kind of explaining like this is more than one world, and there are people who were plucked from Earth and this place, and this is even this place outside is separate from all of that. So very, very intriguing. Yeah, but yeah, and then we get to Ix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ix seems kind of like some type of animal person because the wild eyes.
Yeah, Ix had been from some other world and had not been fortunate enough to get any language stuck into her brain, so she was still lagging behind.
Yeah, but then it's like, but actually, she's a lot more prosperous than Margaret right now.
Yeah, because she was, the woman could sew pretty well and was probably making more money than Margaret. Yeah, and then we get this exchange between them. Good day. Margaret asked. Ix nodded rapidly and said something unintelligible with food in her mouth. What? Many fabrics sold, she said after swallowing. Boss say people happy. I earn more.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice, Margaret said. They treating you right? I very grateful, Ix beamed. Margaret took a bite to stall her response to that. Work was rough around here, not at all like home. She wasn't confident that Ix's boss was actually that nice. She was saved from having to comment when Ix asked, Your day good? Hard as ever, she complained. Condolences, Ix said. Her ears drooped a second before refocusing on the kebab. So yeah, that exchange does a lot for both of the characters, for our understanding of them.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Especially to me, the most telling thing was there at the end where it's like condolences. Ix said her ears drooped a second before refocusing on the kebab. Like she's trying to like show empathy, you know?
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
Yeah. And it also, it's just, you get very clear personalities between these two where a lot of this, I think, is kind of rooted around the idea of expectations. And Margaret has certain expectations for what it means to be for a good life or a bad life, or, you know, it seems like it's just not living up to her expectations. Whereas Ix is basically just along for the ride.
Yeah, totally.
And so is much more grateful in her own words. Right. I'm very grateful. Yeah.
And interestingly, it says that Ix is going to metamorphose soon. So I wonder what that means.
Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah. And we don't really get an idea of what Ix is or what what this metamorphosis might entail.
Right. But also another thing that I was wondering about was a little bit farther up where it's like, she knew it was hypocritical since she was benefiting from it all, but she wondered if it was actually worth it. That paragraph to me gives me a lot of questions. Like, first of all, how are you benefiting? What are you benefiting from? Well, you know, because she's talking about the world in the paragraph above. She's just talking about the world and the creatures there and how there's all these different looking people or whatever. But then it's like she knew it was hypocritical since she was benefiting from it all. So what is she benefiting from? And also, she wondered if it was actually worth it. To me, that sounds like she made a choice to go to that world, but previously she indicated that she was dropped there.
Yeah, plucked was a word used. Yeah.
And so what does that mean?
I don't know. That's interesting because I remember I read that and I was like, yeah, it just left me with a really lingering question. And I kept thinking, it's like, maybe we're going to get there. She knew it was hypocritical since she was benefiting from it, but she wondered if it was actually worth it. She sighed in defeat as the singer took to an impromptu stage and began singing in a language that she was pretty sure was not from this world or from Earth.
Yeah. So this somehow makes, because at first, for the first part of the story, I'm just like, okay, she's here against her choice. You know, she just like showed up here and she's just trying to make the best of it, get a job, you know? Yeah. But then this makes her sound like she has more agency. Like she chose this. I don't really get it.
Yeah. It's kind of striking that same existential idea. Like what exactly is worth it? Is it, implies some choice that she made.
Yeah. It's like if I say that about me being on Earth, like, well, is this even worth it? Like, what do you mean? That doesn't matter. You're just here. Yeah. You didn't choose this. Yeah. You know? I don't know. Yeah. Or is she considering suicide?
Yeah. Man. Yeah. Based off of just her melancholy in general, I do feel like it may be something more existential than specific that we get set up. But I'd be curious to know for sure.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. And just to kind of wrap it up, my final note here just says this is a very informative kind of sidebar to the story at large for this world. And I really like the dynamic between Ix and Margaret. And that's something that I'm noticing you do pretty often is we kind of get two very different personalities that are either cohabitating or just interacting in some way. And Ix and Margaret are great examples of that.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
And up next is Uninvited Guest by Curious Writer.
Hey, Curious.
So we are back with Cassandra
and back.
Jesse. Right, Jesse?
Yes.
So yeah, this is kind of the other side of the the story that we read last week.
Yeah.
Where Jesse left a gift basket for Cassandra. And now we get to see this gift basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wonder what was in there. There was definitely some blood in there.
Yeah, so as far as the basket itself, she reached down to... What she found on the other end of the door was not a pizza box, however. What she found on her doorstep was a gift basket filled with what appeared to be pictures as assorted candies, a card taped to the outside plastic. She reached down to look at the card only for her fingers to touch something wet and warm. Ugh. She pulled her hand back, examining the red liquid that covered her fingers. As much as she wanted to deny it, say it wasn't happening, she knew what it was. Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's warm.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, okay, here's the thing for me. Jesse apparently took a lot of time to put this basket together, but she didn't even give Cassandra a chance to look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Cassandra doesn't even see what it is.
And thus, as readers, we don't get to see it either.
No, but also it's like, I almost feel like Jesse jumped the gun. Like, she got nervous.
Or
and
was
she
excited.
was like, oh, yeah, or she was just excited.
Yeah.
So she just like went for it before she let Cassandra process what she was looking at.
Yeah.
Because let's say it was like a finger or the penis, the severed penis of
That's a choice.
Cassandra's victimizer. Well, don't you want that reveal? You know, don't you want that? Like, oh my God, it's
done for
whatever.
an emotional response, and we're not allowed the chance to get that response.
And she, most importantly, she isn't either.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, even if we didn't ever find out, where it wasn't like, and Cassandra screamed in horror as she saw where the blood was coming from, or whatever.
Yeah. The only glimpse that we really get is the blood, and then it's all. Happens immediately. She gets tackled by this person in the hood, and it turns out it's Jesse.
Yeah.
Good night, Cassandra. We have lots to discuss. So maybe, to your point, maybe this is different than the other ones, because maybe she's bringing Cassandra on as an accomplice.
What do you mean
or
different
a witness
from the other ones?
The other accidents, heavy air quotes.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely think she's bringing Cassandra in as a
so maybe
helper.
Maybe Jesse hasn't done that before, and she's not sure how to do that.
Yeah.
And is just kind of making a mess of it here.
Yeah.
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 That's definitely the feeling I get.
Yeah. Yeah, I hadn't thought about the fact that we don't really get a good look at the whole gift basket.
Yeah.
Like even, well, I'm trying to remember from last week if we got any indications as the reader what was specifically in the gift basket. I remember she discussed like files and things, but we don't get any clear visual or description of what is actually in the gift basket.
I'm assuming that it's going to have some pictures that Jesse has taken of Cassandra's victimizer to show she's like stalking him, you know, because she's trying to bring Cassandra in on this.
Or that she maybe already has him.
Yeah. Or something like that. Yeah, totally. She's like, I thought you might want to get in on this.
Get in on this action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something. Okay. So we also get definitely a different look. And I think somebody, I think it was Nick that commented this in the comments, but we get a different idea of Jesse here. Like, okay, she's not just trying to recruit Cassandra. She's trying to force her into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forcibly, like kidnapping and drugging her.
Yeah. Because exactly. Because that's not at all the direction I thought she would attempt to involve Cassandra, not forcibly.
Right.
I thought it would be through like some sort of like try to convince her, like, see how good this could feel.
See how fun this is.
Yeah. See how fun this could be. Yeah. Not at all the direction I was prepared for it to go, but effective nonetheless. Yeah. And really puts Jesse in a very different light.
Yeah.
Even after last week, which really reframed her. We reframe her even more in this moment.
Right. But, you know, it kind of, to me, it does follow the story that I would expect from Jesse, because last week we got the feeling that she is a psycho. Yeah. Who is very much enjoying this, you know? So it kind of does Like if Jesse were just doing this for, what's the word I'm looking for? Nice reasons. There's a word.
Like selfless.
Yeah, there's a word, but whatever. Yeah, if she was just doing this as like a selfless vigilante, like I need to stop these people, then she wouldn't have gone to this extreme.
Altruistic,
exactly.
Yeah.
If she had only altruistic motives, she wouldn't have gone to this extreme to tackle and drug Cassandra.
Yeah.
But she's not doing it for altruistic reasons. She's doing it because she's getting off on it.
Yeah, makes her feel good.
It makes her feel good.
Real good.
Yeah. So this is like honestly, kind of like a natural progression to me. This is still going along with the character of Jesse.
Yeah, each entry is 100% an escalation. So far, so it's like, how can we escalate it further from here? And the answer is like, well, there's always another way to escalate it.
Right.
So how we go from here is just, as Walker says here, I'm here for the ride, dude. This is pretty rad.
Totally. And hello, like Jesse's already killed people. So actually this is kind of a step down. Like,
Yeah, but now she's involving somebody else. And so that, I feel like that's how the perspective is going to work well. We're going to be in Cassandra's perspective, observing Jesse.
Yeah.
Whereas if we're in Jesse's perspective, it's different. Like the way it lands on the page is very different, which last week I thought was very interesting for, as you mentioned, we don't really learn that she enjoys it until the very end. We kind of assume this is all just for altruism. Yeah.
But
Nope.
No.
Thanks, Curious Writer.
Thanks, Carol.
Yeah, I'm really digging this.
Curious Writer.
Oh, and also like the opening to this, it's like, sure, she had been harassed by true crime fans before, but this felt different. The woman she had met seemed dangerous, like there was something hiding under the surface. So yeah, even Cassandra, who's kind of been a part of this for a while, is kind of clocking something odd here. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, great awareness on Cassandra's part. Yeah, thanks, Curious. And up next we have Stolen by Jake, and this was an audio file submitted on our Discord.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is narrated by Jake here. Jake, it sounds like a rough time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Walker, I think, left some excellent comments.
He did.
And yes, we're all here for you, my man. Like if there's anything that you need from us, by all means, let us know.
For sure.
And yes, healing hurts, and it leaves scars.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Jake, but for me, it helps to know that I'm not like alone, that this is kind of like a very, very common universal experience. It's not like taking away from your experience, but just to know that millions of people have gone through this and survived, and you will too.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah. And further, I get the sense of healing as this progresses.
Yeah.
Like where we begin in your story here, it's all tinged in this guilt, and this note here I have is just guilty for feeling happy, and the pain from her phone call. Like it's like that's where we begin, is this guilt that you feel better that this is over, and that I think is a form of healing, because you're moving out of this routine and out of these expectations that you've lived with for so long. And
I think that's a sign.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a sign that there's a silver lining, and that this, could have been something that needed to happen.
Yeah.
If you're feeling relief and happiness that it's over,
Yeah.
But also the guilt feelings are normal too.
Yeah.
So those feelings are normal. Don't further guilt yourself for feeling guilty.
Yeah. Don't let that compound that way. Yeah.
Because that's totally normal. Like all of these feelings are like very natural.
Yeah. And man, I can relate to the idea of the pain you feel at seeing someone call, at seeing a certain phone call. In my mind, like I equate that to, that is toxic. Like that is poison. Like whoever's on the other end of that line is poison to your mental health. And that holds true for me. Like whenever I get that sense of dread, whenever I see a certain name pop up on caller ID, like that is no good. That spells bad. Yeah. Very bad.
Now, I don't know how much of this was like actual or how much of it was like metaphor or something. I don't know. But
or just fiction in general. Yeah.
Or just fiction. Yeah, I don't know. But I did definitely find it eyebrow raising if she had already gotten the new guy's initials tattooed.
Oh my God. Yeah, I read that and I covered the tattoo, changing my initials into his. My comment was, Jesus fuck, man. Yeah. That is devastating. Like that, oh my God, that left me furious and so sad. I was like, that is horrible.
But more than that, it speaks to her fucking psychoticness.
Exactly.
Like I mean, not psychoticness. I don't want to say that, but to her, just like recklessness.
Yeah. And that's like, even, it's not just inconsiderate. It's just, it feels so impulsive. Like Kim and I, we always say like, we're very impulsive people, but that is something else entirely. Like that is, I don't even know a word to describe that.
Here's the thing. Impulsive. Okay. Yes, that's impulsive. But the real red flag here is that's just cruel.
That's it.
Yeah. So if somebody is trying to hurt somebody to that extent where they're like, this is where you were and I'm erasing you and putting somebody else.
Yeah.
Like that's just fucking, if somebody is trying to go after somebody like that, that's a little bit sadistic.
It really is. That's exactly, it is sadistic. It is absolutely sadistic, especially if it was something that wasn't attempted to be kept from the person in the story, be that Jake or whoever the character is. Yeah. Like if that is something that was pushed, like information pushed to you, volunteered for you to see, that is 100% sadistic. Yeah. Yeah. That is one of the most cruel things I think I've ever read.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
And because what it left me thinking was, you can't just erase the past like that.
No.
It's still there. You can't just replace it with something else.
Right.
And so to metaphorically and literally write over a piece of your past like that is cruel, and it's also so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you're going to have a whole lot of tattoo layers on that finger, lady. If you're covering up every single old one with a new one, like what the fuck?
Yeah, because this feels like it could be a pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we get that. The further we get along into this entry, we get the idea that the author is implying that this is a pattern. Yeah.
Totally.
Or is leading into a pattern. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that this is a great way to just like process through feelings.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think I've said this before, but I want to say it was Hemingway that said the best way to get over someone, I think he was referring to a woman, is to turn them into literature.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's just, and for what it's worth, I agree. Or just getting over anything, really. Just write it down, turn it into a story.
Totally.
And this metaphor and this image that you left us with about the war and battlefields and the war-torn side on your side of the battle lines and her relatively unscathed side on her side of the battle lines was a very, very excellent imagery.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That just like gave me the feeling of she'd really like taken a lot of shots at Jake and he was not returning shots like that.
Yeah, just bearing the brunt of it. Yeah. Yeah. And then this personification of loneliness that we get, and how she is no stranger. And I don't mind being alone. Loneliness is she, as you described it. I liked that because that also implies health. That's some mental health, to be comfortable around yourself and to be lonely like that, and in this case you feel less alone without her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really liked that idea
Mhm.
of feeling less alone without you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then just this disenchantment with the whole relationship, just kind of seeing it in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the way we leave it, I can never meet your new husband. I can never meet what you would rather have over me.
Mm-hmm. For now.
For
you
now.
just wait.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
There actually may come a time where it's like, you know what? I am going to meet you, and you're going to see like that poor guy's miserable.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm saying like
and you may have like a brother in arms, basically.
Well, yeah, I'm saying for now because it's like wants him now, but just give us some time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, as
So-
implied. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see growth here.
Mm-hmm.
Where we begin the story is actually really troubling. I wrote down 988 here,
Mhm.
just in general. That's the suicide helpline. If
Yeah.
anybody ever needs it, real easy. But I do see growth,
Mm-hmm.
and especially with the lines like, "I'll be all right."
Yeah.
Like it implies that there's self-awareness
Yeah.
and there's understanding there.
And he's saying that he's usually happy.
yeah,
You know, to me, that's a sign of you're doing the right thing.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. Growth is happening.
Mhm.
Time, despite all the words laid out here, I do think is slowly healing. And
Yeah.
again, healing implies there will be a scar, like stuff that lives with you for the rest of your life,
Right.
which is, I think, to go back to the tattoo,
Mhm.
something that this woman is going to have to figure out for herself.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You can't just write over it like that.
Nope.
Well, thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for your vulnerability.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All things, this is some great writing nonetheless.
Yeah.
Like
Or speaking.
yeah. Yeah. And that's actually something that as I was listening to this, I was like, this is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Try to narrate your story.
Mhm.
Because I think the way Jake mentioned is like, I wrote some of this and some of it was improvised.
Mm-hmm.
The way that we speak is very different from the way that we want to sit down and just write.
Mm-hmm.
And so trying to speak something that you've written, you'll find that you have more to say because it's easier to just say it.
Yeah.
Or at least for some people. I
Mhm.
think for me, it's easier to just say something
Mm-hmm.
than to sit down and try and write it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I may borrow this idea and say, write something and then submit it to us in audio.
Ooh,
And if you want,
yeah.
Try and improvise.
Yeah.
And just see if something else lives there.
That's a cool idea. I like
So,
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Again, thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
And our final story for this week is Cacophony by Walker.
Hey, Walker.
Hey, Walker.
All right. So we apparently have a guy with a toy.
But not a toy.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's how it starts.
Right. Yeah.
My new toy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So does this actually exist?
Mhm.
Okay. Badass. I'm going to get me one.
It is a parabolic microphone, if I remember.
Cool.
Yeah. It has like looks like basically a satellite dish.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little microphone at the end of it. And you just point it and it will focus sound into it.
That's crazy.
Take the idea of like domed buildings, domed structures,
Uh-huh.
how you're in the middle of it, you
Yeah.
hear everything under
Yeah.
that dome.
Yeah.
Same idea. You hold the dome
Mhm.
and you point it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds awesome. And it kind of like gave me Bruce Almighty vibes,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Where he can just suddenly hear everybody's thoughts and he's just like overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we start out with him overhearing two women talking about sex.
Yeah. And what they're saying is pretty funny.
It is pretty funny.
Told me if he ever stuck his finger in there again, I'd rip it off.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh,
And he's like, whoa, what?
yeah.
I can hear that?
At least make you come? Girl, at that speed, never. God bless him. He tried.
Yeah. And then we get this like sudden, like totally different thing. You don't quit whining and just go. Come on, boy. Just get it done. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a guy trying to get his dog to go potty.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the way that the narration clues us in, I looked up at this new third voice. Yeah.
Mhm.
And just the way it's laying out the scene around these voices that are popping in dialogue here was a really cool idea.
Yeah.
Ultimately, this whole thing felt like an experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Both the character feels like he's experimenting with his toy, like pointing it over here, listening, pointing it over there, listening, which for one, that's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Just eavesdropping on people without their consent.
Right.
In some states, I think this is illegal.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Especially if it's recording.
Oh, yeah.
If it's recording, it is 100% illegal. If it's just observation without recording, I think it's just creepy.
Yeah.
But if people are in a public space, I don't know. Anyway, so it has shades of creepiness to it, but ultimately it does just feel like an experiment. Just trying out this thing, pointing it. What their motives are for getting this microphone in the first place, I'm sure I don't know.
Right. I wonder if there's like a master plan.
Yeah.
Or if this is just like a for fun thing.
Yeah. And to that end, the way the story ends with this just deluge of voices that come in here and all these different phrases that we get, these different just one-off thoughts from these people. It makes me think that this could almost just be like a for fun thing. Yeah. Like to just pick up all the voices that this microphone can hear in this park. Yeah. And just have that. Like that's a pretty interesting thing. Yeah. Especially I've mentioned before, like sound design is really interesting to me. And just like this natural cacophony, this human cacophony. Yeah. And to say nothing of all the natural sounds that are probably scattered in throughout this as well. Right. Being in a park.
This is kind of a good idea, though. Like, I feel like this will be fun to write. Like, without even having one of these cool things that does this. Just going around and like overhearing snippets of conversation and like typing it all up into one piece, you know? Yeah. I feel like that would be really cool.
Yeah. And to that end, Walker, I actually think that you pulled this off better at the very beginning where we're jumping in the middle of these thoughts with these two women. Whereas all the thoughts that we get at the end are all like complete thoughts. It felt too clean.
It did. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it would be a lot more believable if it was just like picked up in the middle of a sentence. Yeah. You know, or like and did it in a way that you couldn't understand what was going on exactly.
Yeah, you get like just like fine, you hang up. Yeah. And then you just get the line service animal, you are golden, and then just like tiny pieces of it. Yeah. And for what it's worth, I think you've done the hard part already. Yeah. Now you just need to like pare it down to the parts that you think would come through or would be noticed by whoever's listening. Right. Because we get the idea as a reader that this is all laid over each other. Yeah. Which in the written medium is really hard to do because you can't stack text on text on text and have it implied that it's all happening at the same time. You just, as you did, list it out this way. Right. And so I think that this is a really cool experiment.
Yeah, this is a cool idea.
Yeah. As soon as I finished this, I was like, that's a really fascinating way to take this prompt. Yeah, and I think the word microphone was doing all the heavy lifting here. And so I really love this idea.
I do too. I want to steal this idea. Yeah, but in real life.
It left me with a lot of really cool ideas in general. And also the way that you were able to execute this idea of many voices speaking at once. Yeah. And just laying the groundwork to make sure that we as the reader understood that's what was happening. Right. Yeah. Yeah, very cool. And the way that we end it. Why is there a shoe in the tree? I don't know why. I really like that one.
I did too.
I turned off the cacophony of words flooding, of words flooding and overlapping me. I looked up and noticed the man standing in front of me, but I had no idea which were his words. Confused, I simply said, "Say again." Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I really like that. And as a reader, you kind of want to go back and see what did we get his words up here somewhere.
Yeah, like what did he say? Could he have been the one saying, "Why is there a shoe?" But then again, why would some rando approach another rando and be like, "Hey, why is there a shoe in the tree?"
My guess is, sir, you cannot park a food truck on the walking trail. That's my guess.
Okay, if this guy had a food truck, yeah. Yeah. Which, all right, I'm gonna.
Or the guy is, "Please stop licking the bench." Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows? What if it was like, no, I am not joining your crypto thing.
Or, sir, that is my stroller.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah. Interesting experiment. Yeah, I dig this. I dig this a lot.
Yeah, me too. This has inspired me.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Man, thanks, Walker.
Yeah.
And that is all of our stories for this week.
Each and every one of them.
Each and every one of them. So thank you, Richie, for being selected here today, as well as Nick to you, Curious Rider 25, Jake, and Walker. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that takes us into episode 77. So for episode 77, real simple, write us a time travel story. Yeah. I love the idea of time travel.
Yes.
Just for like the themes that it can give us.
Yeah. I want to know if you're going to travel to the future or to the past.
Yeah. Or you have somebody from the future visit current times.
Yeah. Or you're going to talk about real time travel is happening, which is astronauts.
Yeah.
Who are in the future right now.
Yep.
Kind of a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
They are.
They're like younger or older than they should be because of the speed that they travel at.
They're younger.
Yeah, younger. Yeah. Generally. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So time travel and just the themes that you can get from it. I remember we've discussed it. One of Richie's stories involved time travel. One of my favorites. Very memorable.
That is one of my favorites. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's get some time travel stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And the words to accompany this prompt are linger, approval, achieve, personal, and swell.
Yes.
So linger.
Man, linger. This is such a good one. And of course, we got the cranberries. Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Oh, man. I haven't thought about that in a minute.
You. Really? Huh. This is the only thing I think of whenever I hear the word linger.
Okay.
You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger? I'm such a fool for you. Okay. Anyway, so linger. Yes. Linger is a fun word. I really like this word because it could be pronounced as linger.
Linger. Yeah. A lot like ginger, but it's linger.
Yes, exactly.
Proof that English is dumb.
Fucked up. And I'm pretty sure that that's how my Saudi students would pronounce it if given the chance.
Linger?
Yeah. Because they would say things like amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, linger is like to stay, to tarry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To physically dwell.
To linger. Dwell? I don't know if I'd say that.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway.
It's just to stay for too long.
Or to just stay for a while.
To get comfy, to remain. Yeah.
Does it have to be too long to be linger? Because otherwise it would just be stay. I
feel like there is kind of a feeling of too long.
It's like loitering.
Yeah, kind of. Like the taste can linger in your mouth. It's like longer than expected.
Okay.
Not necessarily too long. But let's say I ate some black licorice and the taste lingered in my mouth for hours afterwards. It's like, whoa, it's still there.
Wow. Licorice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also find the word linger interesting because it's the first two syllables of the word lingerie.
Oh, so it is. That's very French, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm just like...
What is the root for linger, you think?
I don't know. I really don't know. I would assume it comes from French.
Really?
I don't know. That's just a guess. Linger. I don't know. It could be German. I don't know.
Germanic. Middle English lang, Germanic. Langen. Make longer. Mm-hmm. Ooh, linger. Dwell. Abide for Middle English.
All right. Oh, in Middle English.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Germanic.
Okay.
There you go. This says stay in a place longer than necessary because of a reluctance to leave.
Yeah. Stay in a place what?
Stay in a place longer than necessary because of a reluctance to leave.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but I just don't think we use it to mean dwell anymore.
Right, yeah. This specifically says Middle English in the sense dwell and
Yeah.
abide.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and our next word is approval. Approval.
Approval. This is a noun.
Yeah.
Can be an adjectival noun.
Can be.
Approval stamp.
Yeah. Approval station, definitely.
The approval station.
Yeah.
Where you go to get approved. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Approval is a thing which is like, okay, yes, go for it.
Yeah.
I will allow it.
Sons seek it from their fathers.
Yes. I would say daughters as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Children seek it with their parents.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even non-binary children.
Yeah. Fair.
I'm sure seek it.
Yeah.
Approval. We all want approval. We all want to,
Yeah.
We all want somebody to be like, okay, yeah, you're good.
The difference between approval and validation?
Seek approval, seek validation. Approval, validation.
I guess in that
almost
context.
Feel like validation. I feel like they're very similar,
Yeah.
but I almost feel like approval has a bit more of a positive tinge, whereas validation is like, I see you. It's like acknowledgement.
Okay.
In my mind, I don't know. Like validation, I validate this. It's like it's real. Validate is saying this is a real thing, whereas approval is kind of like a more positive, like, yeah, I can get on board with that. I feel like validate is more.
Yeah, don't get a very clear answer there. Yeah. I think they are very similar.
Very similar. But validate, I think, okay, for example, like, is this a real document? Yes, I validate it.
No, validate parking. Yeah.
Yeah. But approval is more like you're getting the go ahead, the green light.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And our next word is achieve.
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 Achieve. Okay. Achieve. It is a verb. Achieve.
Otherwise, it would be an achievement.
Right.
All right.
Right. Okay. Achieve. We're getting a lot of like very just like non-committal words today.
Yeah.
They're just like, don't really have a feeling to them.
They're just.
They're
very utilitarian.
They're utilitarian.
Yeah.
Achieve is to do a thing.
To succeed at a thing.
Right. To succeed in a thing.
Yeah.
You can achieve your goals.
You could achieve your failures.
Sure.
I don't know.
I think you can only achieve your failures if failing is your goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. He achieved his goal of
failing miserably.
Yeah.
Which got him fired, which is exactly what he wanted.
I think it's really funny when people say achieve orgasm. I think that's ridiculous. It's almost like when people talk about sex as his performance.
His performance was left something to be desired.
Yeah, it's like, okay. I feel like those phrases were created by people who've never had sex.
I don't know why. It just makes me think of there's a Family Guy, just a one-off thing talking about British porn, and they're just like, it's just two people, just like one guy laying on top of a woman for completely covered up to the neck in sheets. He's like, almost. There we are. Good show. That's it. Just cuts. That's British porn.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, the Brits.
Oh, the Brits. Condensation. Condensation. That's also a Family Guy skit from BBC.
Nice.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway. So yeah. Achieve.
Right.
And our next word is personal.
Personal. So personal is an adjective and an adjective.
It is personal.
It's personal.
Yeah, it's an adjective.
It's an adjective.
Yep.
Personal. It's like, hey.
It's an adjectival adjective.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It is actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Personal is just like, hey, it's mine. This is mine.
Yep.
It's personal.
It's personal.
Personal reasons.
Yeah.
That's the greatest way to, if you like skip work, being like, I had to stay home for some personal matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That you're not lying, Because the matter was that I needed more sleep.
It's very personal to me.
To me specifically. But I could be talking about something serious.
Mm-hmm.
Personal. It's personal.
That's not to imply that needing more sleep is not serious.
Oh, you're right. It is serious.
It is very serious.
It is.
Sleep is serious business.
Yeah.
Personal and not getting
matters.
enough of it.
Mm-hmm. Problem.
Problem. Serious problem.
Serious personal problem.
Yep. Very personal. We're not going to talk about it.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It sounds like a you issue.
Yeah. That's the thing that bitches and hoes like to say.
Yeah. Yeah. Personal.
Yeah.
And the final word is swell.
Swell is a verb and a noun.
Mm-hmm.
And an adjective.
Mm-hmm.
All of the above.
Yep. That's swell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's swell.
That's so swell.
Yeah. Let's bring that back, actually.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Swell as a verb is like it gets bigger.
Uh-huh.
By the way, I have a bubble thigh.
A what?
Bubble thigh.
Thigh?
Thigh.
Thigh?
Thigh.
Okay.
Because I was at a skate park and I was on a half pipe, which was about 8 feet high. And I stepped off the edge and I missed the side of the ramp and I fell straight down onto my side.
And died.
And passed away.
Oh.
No, I screamed a lot and
That
then
would hurt.
crawled off. And then my friend Scary was there and she watched as right before her very eyes, my thigh swelled all huge.
Gross.
Oh, and the bruise pictures. I should put them on the Discord.
When was this?
Well, this was in 2020.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this was like Thursday.
This was last night.
I was like,
No, but this was in 2020. And to this day, I have a bubble thigh.
Oh.
That means that I have this pocket of fluid, which will not go away. And sometimes my boyfriend was like, wow, your thigh is so big. And I'm like, can you please stop judging everything by my bubble thigh? Can you just look at my normal thigh, please?
Just this one.
Yeah.
Don't look over there. Just this one.
He keeps being like, in Cuba, we call that cuatro nalgas.
Oh. Why?
Just because I have like the thigh, the hips,
Okay.
and he's like it's like basically like 4 butt cheeks.
Oh.
Kind of. We call it cuatro. I'm like, cool. You can say that if you're referring to my not bubble thigh, but don't judge everything by my fucking bubble thigh. Damn it.
So they can't like extract the fluid?
I bet you that I could, but I did go one time. I was at a doctor and I asked them about it. I wasn't there for that reason, but I asked them about it and they were like, no, it's probably going to be like that forever.
Oh.
I didn't ask them about extracting it. I just said, is this ever going to go away? And they were like, no, something swells up that fast. It's likely going to be like that forever, but you can try rolling it out with a foam roller.
Oh.
And I do sometimes.
Yeah. Does it hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's very painful.
That sounds horrible.
I know. But anyway, for now, I just have a bubble thigh still.
Okay. So swell.
Right. And swell, it can
That
also
is not
be...
swell.
No,
that swelling was not swell.
But
Yeah.
I am going to actually post a picture of my thigh after that,
Ugh.
where you can just see it is a galaxy bruise.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But a swell in the ocean, a swell of music,
Uh-huh.
just like a sudden like raising.
Yeah. Actually, I think, didn't Richie use swell
Richie
in his
used
story?
it, and
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, whoa, did he get like a
Premonition.
A premonition about
Yeah.
the words?
Yeah. Precognition.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Richie.
Time travel.
I was about to say time
It's
travel.
time travel. Oh my
It's
God.
time travel. He's time
It's
traveling.
time traveling. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So those words again are linger, approval, achieve, personal, and swell.
Mhm. If you want to be like these wonderful writers and submit your story to You Write, head on over to our subreddit at reddit.com/r/YouWritePod.
If you're unable to submit a story this week, that is totally cool, man.
Yeah.
You can help out by reading and commenting on other people's swell stories.
Yes. Each time you post a story or leave a comment on someone else's submission, you increase your chances of having your story read on the podcast.
You can always reach us at yourightpod@gmail.com.
If you like our show and want to help support us, consider donating to our Patreon at patreon.com/yourright.
We got a patron.
We got a patron.
We're so rich
We're
now.
rich.
So mad shout out. Jake.
Yes, Jake. That
our
was so
first
sweet.
patron.
You're our very first patron.
Our very first ever.
Ever.
Oh my God, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. That makes us feel seen.
I saw that. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just started crying. I was like, oh my God, it's working.
It makes us feel heard.
Oh my God, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jake.
Yeah.
Oh man. If you are unable to donate, that is totally fine because we're fine now. It's all paid
we're
for.
Good now.
Yeah, we're good. You can help us by sharing our Swell podcast with other writers and non-writers alike.
And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the Swell podcast so you know as soon as new episodes are available.
Also, be sure to leave us a Swell rating and review in your podcatcher of choice. Also, there's comments on YouTube. Yep. There's comments on Spotify. Audible.
Yep.
There's places.
All of those. Comment.
All those places. Just do a thing.
Comment.
Do a thing.
And remember, join us next Swell week on You Write,
a Swell podcast.
Yes.
Where you write.
You know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger.
See y'all next week.
Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
So you do have to let it linger.
Okay. Let it linger.
Okay. All right.